Amanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another WIP and Chat. So grab out whatever that is for you, and yeah, let's just have a ramble, shall we? So I'm needing to grab some of my stuff still, because as per usual, I'm just really underprepared. But what's new at this point? So, how are you all doing? I hope you had a great week. It is Tuesday today, so I'm filming back at my regular day. Since last week I was filming on a Monday, so that was just a bit easier with work from hubby. But yeah, I am tired as hell, so if you hear it in my voice, I'm sorry, can't help it, won't help it. I'm sleeping quite okay, but every day when I wake up, I don't really feel rested. Doesn't help that I don't feel the greatest at the moment in general. So I have a feeling that I'm getting like a little bit of a flu or something. But oh well. We'll get through it one way or another. I'm just a bit tired. But yeah. So, hope on that front you're doing a bit better. So, what all happened this week? Well, I got really lucky. Husband's exercise at work didn't last as long as initially thought, so thankfully he came home earlier on Friday. On Thursday they already said like, okay, it's not till like 8 o'clock, it's till 3. So everybody needed to work the early shift. But then he came home at like, what was he home? Like 2 o'clock or something? So they could go home earlier. So I was happy with that. So husband was also happy because that meant he was able to celebrate Halloween with us. Because, yeah, we love Halloween. Do we need to say though that our Halloween this year, it was good, but it wasn't as busy with trick-or-treaters than it had been last year. Still, there were like 70 kids, give or take. So it's not bad, but yeah, last year we had like 100, 110 or something. So that's a big difference. The weather was still good. Okay, last year it was better because then it was just still like warm. Even though for me filming tomorrow, so it's Wednesday, yeah, the temperature should be like 18 degrees Celsius, which is unseasonably warm. Phew, yeah, we'll see. That might also be like part of why I'm not feeling the greatest, because let's be honest, with this weather at the moment, you're not able to dress for something specific. I'm now in basically like jeans and t-shirts, but it might be that in the afternoon I need like a sweater or something. And tomorrow I'm in a t-shirt again, and yeah, I'm just tired of it. But yeah, that's Dutch weather for you. It's strange. Doesn't help that it's like getting warmer every year, so yeah. Also, I have bit the bullet and finally decided that I'm going to do a temperature project. Well, I already told you last week, but I now also got my chart for it. Got a sale on the canvas, on the word pattern. That's the word I was looking for as well. So that was nice. So I'm planning on doing a video about like my plan, like what I'm doing, like showing you the color range and everything, like what my thoughts are behind it. No clue if it will be looking out okay, but that's a problem for next year. But yeah, I don't think that video will be up like until like January or something. I have like a couple of other videos that I'm like debating on whether or not I should do them. So one of them is like licensed budget stuff. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to tell you any more about it because yeah, I'm not going to give everything away. But yeah, it's a bit like, I'm not entirely sure. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? It's not that it wouldn't get done, because I do need to say, like, the kids are nowadays also into diamond painting, so they're also asking quite often if they can diamond paint. Most likely tomorrow afternoon our daughter will finish her diamond painting she's working on. She's working on like a little unicorn in a frame. Unboxing will still go up in a bit. But I did like Halloween stuff a bit ago. And yeah, they quite enjoy a diamond painting as well. So I'm also like looking around like in my stash and in stores, like, okay, what kind of things they would enjoy that aren't directly like too big, because I'm not going to give them like one of these, like a 40 by 60 when they just start out. Let's just build it up easily. But yeah, I'm like getting like budget options for them. We have been looking in the store a bit for them as well. So that's like a new development, diamond pinning wise. So now just need to get hubby addicted, and we're all addicted to diamond pinning. Even though I don't see that happening, because he's not really into like crafting in general. He likes his 3D printer, but that's about it. So yeah, not holding my hopes up for that one. Yeah, so also like it's November, I'm already starting to look around for stuff for next year. Like starting to wrap up this year and everything. So yeah, trying to see what else I all need to do this year. Finish up my shorts. Thankfully, I'm prepared for a lot of stuff, so I'm already moving ahead. Also, like in personal stuff, I'm trying to look ahead and see what else needs to be happening, because we're now finally almost at the stage where we can say the walling is done. We now have actually yesterday finished, well, we need to do like one small part, but husband's back was almost giving out, so he's like, yeah, let's not finish this today. But yeah, we were almost finishing the walling, so afterwards we're most likely like doing like the edges of the walls and everything, and like I think like plinths is the best word, like the quote unquote decoration of the wall. So that like you don't see the screws and anything anymore. So we're going to do that. After that I can do flooring. Well, first we need to put up some cabinets, and after that I need to do flooring. Then we need to do the beds. The full bed. It's just one. But yeah, we can now do a bit slower, because last week I was at my breaking point with it. I went at Tuesday, my husband was way too tired because he worked a couple of morning shifts, which I can, obviously don't get me wrong, I do understand that he's tired and he doesn't want to work like in the house the entire day and all. But at the same time, I'm like getting frustrated with it, because yeah, I'm the one that looks at it constantly. Excuse me. So yeah, that's annoying, but it will. But yeah, so I was a bit annoyed with it, but it also clicked to me that our son was like laying like almost diagonally in his bed constantly, and it clicked all of a sudden like he's too tall for his bed. So I was a little bit fussy at my husband. He understands why, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, so it was like, okay, we either need to be like, okay, within like 2 months tops, we do need to have it finished, or at least finished enough that our daughter can sleep in the attic. Or we just need to get a bed and have them sleep together. I know they're not going to like it, but tough luck for them. Our daughter's already saying like, he's too loud, I don't want this, blah blah blah. Fun fact, she is most of the times the one that's the loudest. She is most of the times the one that keeps him awake, but oh well. He's the one that sleeps most of the times, like in a few minutes. So that's kind of fun if you look at it like that, but oh well. But yeah, so we ended up on Wednesday going to the IKEA and we got a new mattress for him. So we put that on the floor under our daughter's bed because she has one of those like higher beds, not like top sleeper fully, but like half the height or something. But at least it's big enough for us to put a mattress underneath it. So thankfully that works. But yeah. So now at least we don't need to move as quick, because last week it went all directions except the ones I would have wanted regarding like the attic. So we didn't do a thing. Thankfully, husband had a day off yesterday, so on Monday. So we were able to work on the attic then. So at least we got some movement. We now decided like, okay, how do we fix everything? We now have like the smaller planks are like left over. They are all too small for the parts we use. So we decided to where we are going to store them before we are going to take them to the recycling center. So at least we figured that out. So I probably somewhere this week, I can start basically like sawing it extra small so it can fit better, taking it all downstairs and throw it in like the container that we are wanting it in for at least the time being, so it's out of the way. And yeah, so that's a good thing. Am I filming? Yes, it's still filming. I had this week somewhere that like my camera just cut off. I'm like, I didn't press stop, so why are you stopping? But oh well. But yeah, so this is a project for me for this week. Hopefully this weekend we are able to finish the rest of it. So we are able to then buy the stuff we need for the rest. I can also clean out a bit because we don't need the planks and everything anymore. We are going to probably keep a few things like in the room for like backup, because we have a few places that were like, are we or are we not going to put it there? But like this way we can at least like figure out what to do with it. So at least some stuff can be thrown out, thankfully. So that's a good part for me. At least that gives my brain a lot more peace, because yeah, it's a frustrating project. If you've been it before, you know this. You're probably tired of me saying it, but yeah. Oh well. It's like my main frustration at the moment. So yeah. But at least we're slowly getting there. On Friday, we also got more good news, because I asked on Wednesday at like our daughter's swimming school, like would they be okay with it if she would do her diploma swimming at like her, like her school swimming. Well, there was apparently a little bit of a small misunderstanding, because we thought it would be during the swimming lessons, but apparently it isn't like during, but there is like a separate day where they do like the exams. So probably that will be like what they have in regular on everything together. But at least they said like she was able to do that. She actually was swimming. She was early there. She asked like if she could join the group before her, because they did a thing that she was like, oh, I like it, I want to do that as well. So she asked her teacher, she was like, yeah, go ahead. So she basically jumped in the water from the side, clothes on, because she needed to start swimming with clothes. I'm going to open up a section. I'm going to, in a little bit, see if I need to move you. So if I'm out of view, sorry. But yeah, so she jumped in the water, swam underneath the water to like one of those underwater holes that they can like put in there. Then they also had a hole to like come through up out of the water. Little Missy swam through there, like no questions asked, no problems, just done. So her teacher was like, that's diploma C. You're like, what? So we're also like, okay, this will be going fine. Because also like there are like 2 different swimming schools are saying that she's ready for diploma A. So I'm pretty sure she will get it. Going to move you around a little bit. So hold on. Okay, and I'm back. It was just a bit easier to just turn the camera off for a few seconds. Okay, let's start with the black again, because yeah, that's easier. Start with black and then fill in. At least that's my opinion. Let me know, what do you do? Like, if you have like a large background color, do you do that one first or do you do that one last? Or somewhere in between, that's also still an option. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, with her like regular swimming teacher saying that it was okay for her to do her swimming, diploma swimming, like at the other place. When they had school swimming on Friday, she also needed to show there that she could swim with clothes on. So basically we did that. She did that. And she got a little note with her that the 15th of November she can come. It's on a Saturday. She can come and then do her diploma. So yay! So yeah, we're going to see like what else we are all going to do. It's actually also the weekend that Sinterklaas is arriving in the Netherlands, so we normally would have had them watch the big like the intocht, so the coming to the country. But yeah, we're not going to do that this time because it overlaps in time. But yeah, thankfully the like arrival and everything, you can watch that back on TV, so we'll probably do that afterwards. But yeah, I'm curious to see like, does she have anything like stage fright? But we're going to see. I'm curious. But it's exciting. So if she succeeds with that, she can start for her next diploma. And then from there, we'll see. Like normally, A takes the longest, then B takes about half a year, and then C like another couple weeks to months. So we're going to see how fast she has the rest. Her own swimming school just does diplomas like once every 3-4 months. I hear a chopper going. So if you hear that, that's a chopper moving around. Let's quickly see, like, I'm going to look because it sounds like it's circling. So hold on. Okay, I'm back. It does indeed look like a police helicopter. It's going pretty slow, so curious to see what they're looking at. At least it's not me, because I know I have only been walking the kids to school today, so there's not much time for me to misbehave, at least outside the door. But yeah, so our daughter has now 4 more in total swimming lessons before she can potentially have her diploma. Obviously, we're very proud of her because like a year ago, she didn't even dare to jump in the water. Last week, she actually dropped one of like the swimming shoes she has in the pool at like the deep end. She dove down and got it up herself. So that part of the pool is like 2 meters something deep. So yeah, she's doing really well. I'm proud of her. I know if you've been here before, you probably heard me mention this way more than once, but yeah, it's a big thing for us because, as I said, like last year, she didn't even dare to jump in the pool from like the edge. So yeah, she's making a really big steps at the moment. Sadly for me, at least at home, she is being a little demon. I don't know why, but she's deciding to go with violence every time she wants to hear yes and I'm saying no. Yes, I know that's normal with a kid, but she takes it up a notch. So yeah. How with me not feeling the greatest, like physically and mentally, because I am pretty close to a breakdown, at least it feels like it. So yeah, that means that I'm not the calmest at the moment, so that doesn't help either. Yes, I know probably she also like feels the tension from me, so that might also be part of the issue, but oh well. Trying to stay calm, but it's easier said than done, especially when your daughter starts screaming her bloody, well, your bloody ears off every time something doesn't go according to her plan. But I'm also a little biatch, and I'm not every time letting her win by doing things that she wants. Sometimes she just is a case of like, suck it up and do whatever the hell I want you to do. She's not so terribly excited about that, but I don't give a rat's behind. Yeah, she just can't win every time. So yeah, let's see. What else did we do this week? Like I have a feeling like my entire week is like blurred because my brain is like, yeah, where is it? It's like usual, but okay. I do know that last week I have been doing a lot, but I do mean like a lot of drill organizing again. I had like my spare square drills like all over the place. I had them in jars and everything. And I decided to like, you know what? I'm just going to put them back in bags because I noticed that I had multiple colors like in multiple places, like bags and jars and everything of the same color. Just because of the fact that if I don't look like too terribly well, then I'm just not noticing that I have that color already, especially since I don't have the colors out at the same time, because that's just way too much work. So yeah, I've been putting everything together. Do need to say the bin is quite heavy now. But yeah, I've also made like decision that like if I reach like a certain point like in the bag that I just am going to put those drills to school. I first off grabbed all the drill colors that I wanted for my cross stitch conversion temperature chart for next year, so that at least I have like potential spares and everything, and that I don't need to grab like everything out. So that took me like a part of the day on Tuesday, I think I started with it, and part of the day on Wednesday. But at least that's done, thankfully. Excuse me. So yeah, now I have everything a little bit more put together. I'm at least also like trying to get my like craft supplies in general like a bit under control, so I know where to put everything. So that's a big thing of my week, like trying to organize, trying to get my brain also like in order to do stuff, because yeah, if my brain is a mess, I'm a mess, and yeah, my brain is most of the times not braining and being all over the place. Excuse me. So that doesn't help either. So that's like a big part of me at the moment, like trying to work ahead so I'm not like stressing about certain stuff because it needs to be done. I'm also now trying to finish. That's the word. To finish my cross stitch conversion of my Diamond and Art Club, round versus, well, cross stitch conversion versus Diamond Art Club, and round versus square conversion. Trying to finish that up. Thankfully, I was able to do quite a lot yesterday, so I'm now at the last row. So I do need just a few more days, I think, and then it most likely will be done. So then I can film that. As I said, like, I have my stuff figured out for the cross stitch conversion, so I might already pre-film that so that I can start to like do the edges and everything. So that's a thing I need to start working on. I want to finish, well, working on my shorts, so I have that done. I have already decided what to do with the shorts for next year. So there still are going to be shorts in case you want to see them, that since you enjoyed them maybe. So they are still making an appearance, but they are now not like from stepping down from 7 days a week to 4 days a week. There will most likely be now just 1 day a week. Potentially, maybe I'm going to step it up like to 2 if I have enough, but that's like not even a promise I'm going to make. I'm thinking like once a week is more than enough, at least for now. So that's a thing I'm thinking about, like, yeah, trying to move ahead as much as I can. Plan ahead, stay ahead of myself. Try to stay sane. But yeah, that's a difficult question when you're already crazy enough as is. So, not going to make promises about that one. So yeah, that's like a big part of everything, like trying to get ahead of everything, not going crazy. Husband and I ended up doing our date night on Thursday. So we watched a new movie. When the movie was over, we found out there actually was a first movie. We started with the first one. Thankfully, they were perfectly fine to watch them separately. And they were like, oh, is that movie? Oh. We weren't sure about it first, but like this one, it was Knives Out, the Glass Onion. The first one we saw trailers about, we're like every time like, not sure, but well, now we're like, since we saw the second one and that was good, we're going to also watch the first one. And when we were looking just randomly on Netflix or passing it by or something like it, we also found out that in December there will be a third movie coming out. So that was nice. So at least that gives us an extra evening of something to watch. Let's think what else. Yeah, kiddos had Halloween at school on Thursday. Probably they do most things on Thursday in the school because the first class, that's like the newcomers, the first years, are having no school on Friday. And yeah, it would be bad if they like miss everything. So they do stuff like on Thursday, even though this year the actual Halloween was on Friday. But yeah, so the kids could dress up to school. Our son had basically just like a pirate t-shirt and he was happy with it. He actually wanted a pirate hat, but we're like, yeah, we know how you are. You want that off in like a few minutes. And then it's nowhere to be found again. So we're not going to risk it. But yeah, he isn't too terribly a fan of like having stuff on his face, so it's not that we can make him like an eye patch, like out of like what's the word, like, yeah, here we call it schmink. Like, I'm gonna call it makeup just for the use of my brain, because that's a word I know. But yeah, he doesn't like stuff on his face, so we couldn't do that. But yeah, he liked it. They had at like lunch for like a little extra. They had like the parent committee made mini pizzas. He was apparently at first like, no, I don't want that. It's not fresh. I was like, yeah, you little son of a gun. You get like frozen pizzas when we're at home, so don't complain about only wanting it when it's fresh. But yeah, the main part was just that he didn't know what was on it, so the mom that was like in his class basically just told him like what it was, and he was fine with it. They also made like a witch's soup, so actually like regular soup, but yeah, because it wasn't a puree, not a lot of kids wanted it, because yeah, 4 or 5 year olds and just needing to eat whatever is told, that's not a thing that mixes very well. But yeah, they enjoyed it. What did hubby and I do on Thursday? I was thinking like, I do think we did something, but not sure. I do think we did something, but I'm not entirely sure, so can't say anything about that. Excuse me. So as I said, like a lot of organizing. Thankfully, the kids behaved kind of okay, like when husband had like his late shifts. Weren't too much of a fuss. Thankfully, the evenings aren't too terribly exciting anyway. They have been doing a lot with like their loom bands. They asked a lot for diamond painting time. Do need to, as I said, like look what our son can do. Might need to do that after this video. Not entirely sure. What else? Oh yeah, on Thursday Saturday we ended up going to the mall. Wanted to see if there was anything like Halloween related in sale that we could grab. Yeah, before the sale was up. We grabbed some stuff, so that was nice. We actually also needed some extra sweaters for our daughter because she just has 3, but there was a lot that wasn't in her size, too big, too wide, too whatever all, because she's a tiny little thing. I had a few things that would be able to fit. She was like, nope, I don't like it. I was like, yeah, okay, fine, but do keep in mind you need to then wear more just vests with long sleeves under them, because I am not going to wash extra laundry just for the simple fact that she only has 3 sweaters. So tough luck with that, but I'm not stir crazy. Like if I need something for a specific reason, that's fine by me, but I'm not going to wash extra loads of laundry like the entire winter, only because the fact that she doesn't want the stuff that fits her. And I hear the police helicopter again. We'll find it out somewhere this week what they are looking for. But yeah, so we ended up not getting what we wanted, but oh well. Sunday, what did we do? We grabbed a lot of our indoor Halloween stuff on Sunday. Because, yeah, Saturday and Sunday was kind of rainy. Shouldn't have been, actually, but yeah, it was. Weather forecast said it wouldn't be on Saturday, but The actual weather said a different thing. So yeah, the outside stuff needed to wait. We ended up doing that yesterday since hubby was off. So when the kids were back from school, we're outdoors anyways. We're like quickly grabbed everything indoors before it started to rain, which it did not too much later. So now, yeah, everything's in the way indoors. I just finished everything that was indoors. Oh, I don't like it, but oh well. But oh well, oh well, oh well. Tomorrow I need to go to the dentist in the morning. I really don't like to. I'm not afraid of the dentist, but I just don't like it, especially since I do know I need to have a cavity filled. Ugh. But yeah, every time I need to go to the dentist, I have like feeling that my jaw falls off the rest of the day. And it doesn't help that the cavities are like really at the back teeth. So that doesn't help at all, but we'll get through it one way or another. But yeah. What else can I ramble on about? I don't think much else because my brain is not braining and I'm not really sure like what else we did this week. Probably as soon as I hit stop recording, I'm like, oh yeah, this I could say, that I could say, like that's like as per usual. If you're a creator, you probably know that. But yeah, earlier I was kind of prepared. I most of the times had like written up, like what did we do this week. Lately, I'm not just prepared anymore. Like my brain is just not wanting to work along. Let's just say it like that. Oh yeah, yesterday we did something. Went out for dinner. So the kids were happy with that. We actually wanted to do that last week. We ended up going to the place we many times go, to a sushi place close to us, because we actually wanted to go somewhere else. But my husband was like, I don't know if I really want that at the moment, or if I'm like wanting to go to that place more now. I was like, yeah, fine by me. So we ended up going to the sushi place again. The kids, yeah, little demons they are. Son was doing very well. He actually tried some sushi. So, which was a bonus, because him trying stuff is like out of his comfort zone, basically. Our daughter basically ate whatever was put in front of her. They both ate really well. So that was good. It was enjoyable. Thankfully, they behaved. They enjoyed themselves. We were back home kind of late, so it was like television time for like half an hour and then off to bed, but they enjoyed it. And let's think. Yeah, I think that's like basically about it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. I have also no clue how long this video is already. But yeah, we're going to see. Just finishing this little part here. Then I only need to do the black part, the rest of the black part over here the next time. But I'm not in the mood for it now, so I'm gonna see what I will do for the upcoming like hour and a half before I have my lunch. And then it's not too much time before the kiddos are back from school. Or at least for it's time for me to pick them up from school. Can better say that. They are too small to go by themselves so far, so. And they also need to be a little bit more cautious in like traffic, because yeah, sometimes you would think they're blind, or at least like their head doesn't rotate on their neck, because they are not able to look to the sides to see if there's a car coming. Wouldn't be the first time I need to yell their name that they need to stop like at that instant. But oh well, they're kids. But yeah, well, this is like about my average, like 40 to 50 minutes, so that's perfectly fine. Ooh. I'm sorry for the big yawn. Really, time for me to go and yeah, get some energy in me because I'm tired. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. If there's anything you want to tell me, ask me, please leave a comment in the comment section below this video and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I would also very much appreciate it if you would like the video. Good for the whole YouTubey stuff. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed before and you're still watching, you probably enjoy me rambling about everything and nothing. You might consider giving the video a subscribe and see more of my crazy ramblings. And yeah, with it all being said, again, I hope you liked the video. If you know, you know. If you did, you know the drill. Words, heart. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!